Let's learn how to play Spit in less than 3 minutes. Spit is a 2-player shedding-style card game, which means the first player to run out of cards wins. Spit is played with 2 standard 52-card French-suited poker-style decks. The cards are ranked ace through king, and the ace is both the high and low card, which allows the ranks to cycle. Each player is given a 52-card poker deck, and after shuffling the deck, players place 1 card up and 4 down, and then 1 card up and 3 down, and then the next card up and 2 down, and finally 1 card up on the tallest pile. This sequence of cards is called your layout. Before the start of a round, you may stack layout cards of the same value on one another. If you open up a new space, you can flip over the top card and reveal a new card. In this version of Spit, you're allowed a maximum of 5 face-up piles in your layout. You may only play Spit with one of your hands. Take the remainder of your cards and place that deck in the hand you will not be using for play. When both players are ready to begin, say 3, 2, 1, Spit, and both players flip over the top card from their remainder deck. Those cards go face up in the middle of the table. They will form the 2 plain piles, also known as the spit piles. Players can now play cards from their layout onto either of the 2 central spit piles. Play will happen at your own pace because no turns are taken, rather, it's a free-for-all. The only card that can be played on a spit pile is a card which is either 1 higher or 1 lower in value than the shown spit card's value. For example, if there is a 7 card in one of the spit piles, you could play a 6 or an 8 of any suit on top of that 7 card. Yes, suits do not matter in this game. Only card values matter in Spit. Again, an ace is considered both the highest and lowest card, so either a king or a 2 may be placed on an ace. If both players try to play on the same central spit pile, it is the player who has their card on top of the spit pile first who gets to use their card. If neither player can play a layout card on the spit pile, both players must re-spit. They call out 3, 2, 1, spit, and play the top card of the remainder deck onto the spit pile, and resume play. When one player has used all the cards in their layout, they slap the smaller of the 2 spit piles. If they hit the correct smaller spit pile, they should have shed more cards than their opponent and are now closer to winning. Players then quickly shuffle their decks and set up new layout sequences. Don't worry if you're using 2 different brands of decks. It's okay to mix them. If one player doesn't have any cards left to complete their layout, they flip over any covered layout piles and play with 1 hand behind their back this round. After saying 3, 2, 1, spit, only their opponent slams down a card from their remainder deck into the central spit pile. Now when a player has depleted their layout piles, they slap the empty space next to the singular spit pile. If the player who finished their layout slaps the empty space and has no more cards in their deck, they're the winner. You may not preemptively slap the spit pile or the empty space before a player places down their final layout card. If you do so, you must take the fuller pile as a penalty. Faster play. For faster play, one variation typically used has the players beginning with only 4 face-up cards in their layout and no face-down cards underneath them. When a player uses a card from their layout, they replace the layout's empty space with a new face-up card from the remainder deck. In this variation, there is no redeal when the layouts are finished. Rather, the first player to play all of their cards from their remainder deck is the winner. Spit has endless variations, and if these aren't the ones you play with, well, you already know how to play your way, and thanks for watching just the same. Was that too fast? Don't worry, I have a longer video with a full playthrough of Spit. Check the link here and you'll be slapping cards in no time.